Tada! Hello, what's up, guys? Welcome to Who the Heck Are We again? Not at our usual 8 p.m. because we got a special guest from overseas, making up for the time difference. Got you guys. So, Caro Manzano here on behalf of Claudia Perrine, episode 89 already.
Wow.
And
Can you believe that?
no, yeah, I'll be honest, straight up, no. Okay,
No.
but I'm excited. Can you do the drum roll now? Because I'm
I,
excited.
if I
When I
do the
bring in
drum
the
roll,
guest.
my dongle might
Okay, I think I
disconnect. But
can.
I'll
I think I
just
can
clap.
do
I'll
it.
just clap.
I can do
You
it.
go
So
do
yeah.
it. Okay.
Okay, but
One, two.
our guest, Stallion-Laguna's very own. He plays for the Philippines to the U23 level. We got Finn McDaniel, of course. Oh, there you
How you
go.
guys
There.
doing?
Yeah, hey,
Hi,
Finn.
Finn.
How's
Glad to
life
be on the
as of
show
late?
finally. It's been
Awesome.
good,
Yeah,
thank you.
I mean, long time coming, of course, to have you on the show.
Yeah,
I mean, even before this year, I think we've been trying to get you on already, but perfect timing, of course. How's life as of late? A lot
it's
been
been
going on
good.
in the McDaniel household.
Yeah, it's been good. Finally reunited with the sisters and the parents, little brother. Just relaxing, just getting back to fitness levels for season coming up. Spending time with the sisters as much as I can before we're all going our separate ways again. So it's going well.
Okay, so the sisters got home, and then you left. Sisters, of course, Olivia and Chandler. And then you left right away for the AFF U23 for that
Yep.
tournament. So it's like an in and out thing, of course. No pun intended with my favorite restaurant in the States. Yeah. Okay, we have three McDaniels already came on the show. So your youngest brother, if I recall from talking to the sisters, Devlin. So when he's much older, of course, we'll have a spot saved for him on the show.
I think
Why
he's
not?
like
Yeah,
8. How old
he'll
is
be
he
ready.
now, Finn? How
Yeah,
old is
he's
he now?
8 right now. He's
8 years old.
I mean, he acts like he's 18. So rebellious and older. Smart kid too. Kid's a genius.
Okay. So you might be trying to drive the car already instead of you
Yeah.
guys, I guess.
Yep.
Okay. That's what you call a younger brother, of course. Trying to, how do you say this? Being surrounded by a lot of older siblings who are nice role models. But
Yeah, definitely more
yeah, go ahead.
matured as well. So
Of course, he has three coaches, of course. Your brother,
4.
Devlin. Okay. That's more coaches than I thought. But anyway, already your dad's a coach. But you're coming up the AFF U23. How did this whole campaign go for you? Didn't advance out of the group stage, but we saw a lot of good things. Could you tell us about
Yeah,
that?
it was an unfortunate. it was unfortunate that we couldn't get out of the group stage, but I know that there's a lot of potential in that group. There's a lot of drive. There's a lot of heart and dedication. It was our first time together. Only short notice, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of preparation together. So in short, I mean, we didn't necessarily get the full goal in mind of going to the next round, and certain circumstances, of course, during the tournament were just in play. But at the end of the day, I was really proud of the team. I was proud of everything we accomplished. We all became more of a family, and at the end of the day, we have SEA Games coming up, so now it's time to just shift focuses to the club, and then as soon as SEA Games is ready, we're all ready to go back into action.
Exciting.
Beautiful.
SEA Games. We haven't had the AFF U23 in some time, so it's perfect that you guys got to play, get some experience, scout the opponents. Of course, the opponents get to scout each other too. But with your role as a winger gelling into this team, how did you find it technically? Are you getting chemistry with the likes of Kekkonen and all those other guys?
Yeah, so the chemistry was great. Already having some chemistry, just from prior camps, just working with some of the guys like Sandra Reyes, Oscar Kekkonen, Ivan Wano, who I've been with since SEA Games. There's been a lot of guys that I've been playing with, a lot of guys chemistry wise that I've already built with. But this camp definitely gelled a lot more chemistry in between certain players, especially with the players like Miguel Mendoza, Justin Pena, Pachola Bugas. There's just an ample list of just players that I've gelled specifically well with.
It's nice to see the U23 team get more action because normally it's just in the SEA Games. But we have this tournament again. You see, there's constant improvements. Claudia, before we get to you, Finn, I think you weren't able to suit up for the AFC U23. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah. I just some minor tweaks in the body. So just at the end of the day, God just said it wasn't my time. So I just said, okay, let's get back to work. Let's focus on recovery, getting my body ready for Copa, and we'll just keep going from there. And soon enough, I finally got my opportunity to return to the under-23s, and it was an absolute privilege.
If I may ask, was that like an injury that you had that
Yes.
didn't allow you to participate? Okay. Would it be possible to find out, was it the ankle or something, the upper body?
Just a tibia shin problem that was happening during the camp that I couldn't really get fixed at the time. Just needed time off of it, or else it would have got worse.
But we're glad you're well, of course. It's a great sign that you got to suit up again. Because we were expecting, like, where the heck is Finn, right? No pun intended again with the name of the show. But it's great. Great path on the way to SEA Games, Claudia.
Yeah. Okay, so Finn, my normal question. We've seen you play in the under-23s, and we also, with the Stallions. But Finn, who actually influenced you to play football or soccer?
My dad. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm grateful for my family. They've always motivated me. My sisters were always the biggest competition I've ever had, no matter how many times I look at it. I was always jealous of Chandler. Olivia then always started performing as well. I always felt like I was the one behind. But it all starts with my dad. I mean, he gave us this opportunity. He let us pursue our dreams, and it's all because of him. I owe everything to him and my mom. They've given me everything, and without them, I wouldn't be here now.
And then I imagine, because you said you're on vacation with the family, they're all behind your iPad and making faces at you or trying to make you laugh.
Are they there now? Are they there now?
They're just on the couch, just looking at me like I'm an idiot.
Okay, I think we kind of guessed it right. Not the idiot part, of course.
Yeah.
The part where they're trying to make you snap on air.
Regardless, I would have said that, whether they're here or not. They're my biggest support group. They're my best friends. I wouldn't go anywhere else or talk to anyone else any other day except for them. We're a very close-knit family, and it's always been that way for us.
You love the banter, the clowning around,
it's good.
each other. It's all rolled into one, of course, whenever you're with the family. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Claudia.
Did you play any other sport? Because like in the States, you could go from soccer, volleyball, basketball.
Yeah.
Anything.
No, we were always specifically soccer. I mean, the only other sport we really did on the side was snowboarding, but that's more of a hobby for us than just a sport. But the only other thing I could have done was anything running wise, because I've always been known to be really fast,
Right.
but I just never enjoyed it. I tried cross country at one point in my high school, and I hated it. So soccer, football has always been my one and only sport.
I think
I
cross
want to touch on
country
that. Yeah.
it will be
I wanna
different if he was doing with a soccer ball.
I was just gonna say that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like it gets boring. Sorry for those runners. When you just like run and cross country and do nothing, right? You always want to have a
it's
ball
just-
with you, right?
Yeah, it's just not the same. Just running for ample amount of time, just to run and be done. Like there's no goal in sight for me for that.
Exactly. Yeah. So what position did you play when you were younger or when you were starting?
So I was always a winger, but later on I shifted into the striker role to try and compete with Chandler a little more. So I actually, for Stallion, for the most part for the last year I've been training as a striker. So going back to the wing during the under-23s was definitely a little change at first, because you have to readjust to your positions. But it was my first position, and it's what I'm always been bred to do. I usually play on the left because I like to cut inside, but I'm happy just to be on the field. So any position really.
Cut inside to
right.
score rather than stay on the right. You send in your crosses. So I guess you're right-footed,
Yep.
given you said
Mhm.
that. All right, perfect. Yeah, Claudia.
No, and then high school. After high school, you did you play for university?
So yeah,
Did
I
one,
signed.
yeah.
So I signed Division I with California Baptist University under Coach Co Michelson. I actually graduated high school early because I didn't really believe in the system that high school does for soccer over there, because it's in compared to like American football and baseball and basketball, scouts don't really look at high school. So instead I spent all my time just focusing on training, getting bigger. Because at the time I didn't really get to my height and weight until like my senior year of high school. I was always very short, very skinny. So I really had to work very hard on my body. But
Late bloomer.
yeah, definitely a late bloomer in sport, especially in soccer. I was never the best, but I always made sure to work my butt off. That was my main goal. And
So, yeah, go ahead.
that's just where I'm at now because of that.
Fantastic. So I think you played. Am I right? You played soccer back home in California. Is that right? What school did you go to over there, or
California
were you mainly
Baptist.
with the club?
Baptist.
For high school.
For high school, I was with my club Corinthians.
Okay.
In Corona. My dad was the coach of my team, of course, so I always got the extra push, but it was a really good club. I'd like to say I had one of the best teams probably in my area. We were at one point 10th in the nation for our age group, so we were a hardworking group. We weren't a group of players that were already like amazing. We were built up from the bottom. We had to work very hard, be very disciplined, and that was just the motto for us. And somehow we kept going and we got to the top.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
how was it?
That's exactly.
How was it working? Sorry, Clara, go ahead.
That's exactly what we like. Like, it's not just getting new players to make the new team strong. It's building on the players. It's preparing them. How do you say this? It's making them a project, right, Claudia?
It's a project.
No, Finn, I want to go. You mentioned that your dad was the coach. How was that like?
I'm going to be completely honest with you. He's the best coach I've ever had. The way he can get people to just keep going, to drive forward, push forward, and not only that, the tacticality of him was just genius. He was always 3 steps ahead in every game. He always had a plan as soon as he saw the first 2 minutes of a game. I remember there was one time we were watching a Premier League game. It was like West Ham versus West Bromwich Albion. And it was 5 minutes in, he said, "Oh, West Bromwich Albion is going to go 2-0 up. West Ham's going to come back 3-2. And I was like, dude, you're talking so much smack. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. 90 minutes go by and it's 3-2. I'm like, I should take him to go like do betting. Like I get paid.
Get your lottery numbers, eh?
Yeah. He's a very tactical, smart coach. You can ask anyone in my household. You can ask the sisters, my parents. or any of my teammates from previous to now, after every practice, every single day, no matter what, I call him, tell him about the trainings, tell him about games, and I ask him, what should I do? What's my next goal? What do I need to do? What do I need to fix? What do I have to do to get better?
Wow.
And he always will make time for all three of us, the sisters included, and he finds a way to just keep getting us better. Even when it's not even his main profession anymore of coaching, he's still a genius at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a coach will always be a coach.
Yeah,
that is for sure. Did he play soccer? Does he have a football and soccer background?
He played soccer and baseball, like just back and forth, but never like at a level of how we are. But his main thing about that was he was always told that he could never be a good coach. So he took that personally, and he ended up doing a lot of things in his coaching career.
Well, he got you guys up in the national team. I think that's a perfect accolade or award for himself. Claro?
That's took it personally. Eh? That's a classic line. Okay, so high school, and then you went to California Baptist. Is that right?
Yes. So I went for my freshman sophomore year, and then I decided after my C games that just the college scene in the U.S. wasn't really getting me in the areas where I wanted to be, just because it's a lot different. It's a different environment over there. Like, it's very hard to stay in the U.S. and try and make a living out of it if you want to progress your career. So I decided that I talked to my parents, and I decided it was best for my career that I wanted to play professionally, to look at my options abroad. And because of that, thankfully we had the SEA Games, and Coach Ernie took me in, especially with all the background history they have. He took me in knowing that I'm a project, and hopefully people still think that I'm still capable of performing. So I know I can, and I just want to prove that to everyone else still.
Before we get to SEA Games, I think so. That right? 2 years with California Baptist.
Yeah.
How did that go for you? Southern California soccer, I hear, is really competitive. So how did those 2 seasons go for you then? Okay, I'm going overseas. I'm going Philippines, Asia.
The seasons are always intense. It's no matter what division you're in, especially for men's college ball over there, every game's intense. You can play a Division III team and still have the game of your life. It's just men's football. It's always going to be competitive. Now, I also was playing with some very, very good players. One in particular, his name is Preston Judd, probably the best forward I've ever played with in my life. 6'3", like 200 pounds. Kid is the fastest guy ever. Signed for Galaxy 2 in the USL, and on his debut season scored 19 goals.
19?
19 goals.
Okay.
I might
go ahead.
So he's the level's good over there. It's always competitive. That's my boy. He's my best friend. He's watching now, hopefully, because I told him to. So
6'3". That's pretty scary. That's a goalkeeper's height.
The level's good. The level's good.
Yeah, we hear the MLS Super Draft and things like that can get really crazy. And I know that people there have to come from college first. It's a bit different from how they do in Europe. So I might need to hide right now because your buddy Preston's Galaxy. I'm an LAFC fan. So I'm not sure how the family they get that. There's an internal derby right there. You can find a way to make me switch, though. I'm open for negotiation. Okay. But anyway, let's get on to it. SEA Games, I had the honor of announcing your name when you checked in for your debut.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
How did that go for you? Again, so close to getting out of the group stage. There was some bad luck. We didn't make it out, the Azkals, because of goal difference. Just the breaks of the game.
Yeah.
The other team were able to get their goal difference sorted out. You guys didn't, but you made your debut. How did it go through in your perspective?
Well, it was unfortunate we didn't get to win that game, but stepping on to the field in my other colors of my nation was truly just a wonder, and especially on soil, it's just unbeatable. You have fans cheering. You're with your team that you've been warming up with and playing for weeks. It was just surreal. Like, the only thing I could say. Absolutely surreal.
Mm-hmm. My last two, Claudia, before you. Not everyone gets to say they played SEA Games for their national team, especially in the team sports. It's very rare that you get to host. It rotates among the different countries. And what more, with the men's, it's only U22. So there's that limited age. So it's not every day. Some guys get to do SEA Games and they never get to play in the Philippines. But you had one of those privileges, of course, being able to do so. And did you get to play in the Copa right before the SEA Games? Were you with the guys like Anthony Pintos?
I sadly couldn't because my coach my coach wasn't able to release me until like right on the last game where they played Mendiola and tied and didn't go through to the next round. I was actually at that game. It was just couldn't get there in time, couldn't get signed in. So, but that's okay. It was cool. It was very nice to still be able to see the team in action before getting to practice with them. So that was cool.
Oh gosh, you should have seen Chima's goal that time. That was yeah. Anyway, Claudia, on to you.
No, so the SEA Games, after the SEA Games, you started playing for the Stallions. Is that correct?
I went back to the U.S. and to my college where we were playing in the spring.
Right.
And I just decided midway that it wasn't my goal to be in college football and I wanted to pursue a professional career instead. So it was about like February, March where I decided I wanted to sign, but then of course, the atrocious COVID hit, so I had to wait for my debut.
Of course, right.
Yeah, that was painful. That was painful that COVID, where everything just stopped, But we're glad that it's finally opening up here. So so what made
it's a miracle?
It is, praise God. So what made you choose the Philippines? Really, to pursue your professional career?
I know. Well, it's an area where I already have my nationality, so I don't count as international for one. But two, it's just I saw a very huge opportunity for myself. I saw Coach Ernie, of course, gave me the opportunity. A man that already put a lot of trust in our family. So it's nice to be. It's especially nice to be under someone that I can talk to, not only as a coach, but as a family friend, as someone who can talk to me and I don't feel uncomfortable in a situation. So not only that, but Philippines it's on the come up. I mean, it's not a pushover league anymore. I mean, there's teams hitting the Champions League, hitting AFC Cup. There's time for it to grow, and it's still growing. So that was the main reason. I mean, I saw an opportunity for myself to grow my own game, so I took that chance as soon as I could.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Okay, did you come here? Did you visit the Philippines prior to you playing for the SEA Games or
with the sisters?
The only other time I visited Philippines was in the summer. I actually trained with Stallion before SEA Games, just because I got the offer to train with a professional team and see the environment. So I went there, trained with them. I like the environment. I just love the fact that Stallion is that put your head down and work kind of team. It's not a team. It's never been a team of just there's already an ample amount of talent. It's a team that's always been put your head down and work. And that's always been one of the mottos of mine since I was young. I was never the best, but I'm always going to outwork my opponent. So that was the main thing that interested me.
Okay, so it's the heart, you see. Okay, I'm going to outwork you. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Not everyone's the biggest, the fastest, the strongest. So you're going to outwork them. Put in the extra hours when the lights in the stadium are off or when there's no one else in the gym, right?
The extra training out of training.
Of course, right. And we got a comment here, by the way. So it was Quincy earlier. Sorry, Quincy. I'm a bit late. He goes, all right, Griffin. What is this? This is how he calls you when he sends in a goal kick.
So, yeah, Griffin's my actual name. You guys probably knew that already, but everyone that knows me knows I hate being called by my actual name.
Oh, and your parents are there watching you, right?
Yeah, they know. I always tell them I'm gonna legally change it, but then they're like, No. They're literally saying in the background, no, it's not happening.
Is there
Okay.
a reason behind that name, or is there why they
So
called you Griffin?
I was originally just gonna be named Finn, and then for some reason, my mom just had a panic attack right when I was born. I was like, no, that's gonna be dumb. So they changed it to Griffin. But then no one called me that. But they only call me it if I get yelled at, if I'm in trouble. So like every time I'm in trouble, I hear that name and I'm like, oh well, here we go again. There's something wrong with Finn. So then
Yeah.
everyone that does know that just calls me that just to irritate me.
It's always the full name, right? When you're in trouble, they'll
Yep.
even go first name, second name. That's how intense it gets.
Yeah,
In
you
any
just know
household.
something bad's gonna happen.
Especially in the Filipino family
Exactly.
background. Especially with like,
You have my
Griffin
you have my
McDaniel.
Philippine mom screaming it down the stairs. I'm like, oh no.
And then you have we have to use the Filipino names here. You gotta be specific. You have the chinelas. What others do you have?
Nah, she
Oh.
was just the one. She would just initiate, and then my dad was the punisher.
Okay,
So
maybe he'll make you.
He would just bring the belt, and I was like, oh no.
Oh, okay. I thought it's gonna be run around the soccer field with the ball. That's your punishment. It pays off in the future, right? I can. Oh, Dad, thanks for punishing me. I have the pace, right?
Nah.
Well, your mom, I think, Claudio, I think
There's something
also,
good. Is this
yeah.
your mom? This is
Yeah.
your mom. Cha said she has the better name anyway. So Chandler.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
factual. No, so everyone
Okay.
got a cooler name than me. So Chandler's Chandler Blue.
Yeah, it sounds cool to be honest.
Like that's cool.
Yeah.
Liv is Liv. She just everyone calls her Liv. She's just the best. Our youngest brother Declan Gray, and then I'm over here with like Griffin Connor, and I'm like, what's up with that?
Aw.
Like I didn't get a color. I got a weird name. I was like, come on.
Conor
No, I'm just
McGregor.
I still like my name, but
Yeah.
Okay.
I still
Your mom-
still always prefer being called Finn. It's what I've been
Okay.
called my whole life. So
Yeah.
Look at this.
See, Griffin's a badass name.
that's my aunt.
I love the way you're. I think this is your tita who was commenting last time also with
Yes,
Chandler
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah,
and Olivia. Yes, hello tita. And then Quincy's
Hi,
just
Auntie
here.
Michelle.
I'm just gonna leave the emojis there. Let them do the talking. Quincy's. For those listening on audio, Quincy's just putting the laughing one. All right, Connor.
Oh my gosh, Quincy. Oh, you're gonna
Quincy,
get back at him, aren't you?
Quincy, we'll catch
I'll
you
do my
next week.
best.
And we'll tell Finn, so Finn can storm you in the comments also to make up for it. So Finn might kill me. I called you Griffin when you made your
Nah,
Philippines
it's fine.
video.
It's okay.
Okay,
Well, let it slide
commentators, our friends. Okay,
No, that's when the
let's put it there.
commentators and everyone announces Griffin. I was like, everyone knows what I want to be pronounced. Like, but oh well.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
was
name.
actually, I was told to change because I was the one who did the most of the
Yeah.
announcement. And then when I said Griffin, somebody said, "Oh no, he wants to be called Finn." Okay, so I
Oh,
started
yeah.
changing it. To Finn. Yeah.
There you go.
Oops.
There you
Oops.
go. So
Well,
all
we
our
do
friends
have
know.
one comment, Claro. This is
There's
actually
another one.
Yeah,
Okay, sure.
Finn McDaniel, one of the
Oh, there you
tallest
go.
players of the U23 squad, but one of the fastest players of the team. The pace was just
Yeah.
amazing.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. The pace thing is definitely one of my best attributes. Everyone always says I'm very fast. So I especially worked on that with my training facility, Winter Circle. They made my speed 10 times better than it ever was. So that pace is all thanks to them and genetics.
Is this the and genetics, of course. Yes.
Can't forget that.
Is
My
this,
dad will probably chime in and say he's still faster than me. That guy is something else.
Okay. I'm saving this for later. I'll put that part on the shelf, the running race. part.
Yes.
Okay. I'm saving it, okay? Grab your popcorn, everyone. I'm saving it. Okay. For later this episode. I'm not next time when I think I'm getting reasons to get all the McDaniels back on the show later
Yes,
this year.
it is
I
a
think
reason. A reason.
We're getting a lot of reasons right now, so we gotta pull heaven and earth to do that. It's just the
Yeah.
plyometrics, what you're saying. You got 10 times faster after having those bungee cables and the Vertimax strapped to you. Is that what you were doing?
Yeah, so just that kind of stuff, strengthening, speed training, agility work. They have these. The worst thing is they have this. The trainer is actually a Filipino American. His name's Alicio, And
Okay.
I'd go at like 5 a.m. in the morning, ready to just die, and he's just dancing around, all this energy. I'm like, dude, leave me alone. And he'd put us on these treadmills that like incline or go like a
Yeah.
certain speed. And I remember every time I go on it, I've never felt like dying, even with the Stallion Fitness. But every time I go on those treadmills, I literally feel like I'm going to die.
Oh
So
my gosh.
To make everything
I
easier, of course, afterwards for the
yeah,
game.
yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah. You were saying, Spin, before we flashy surprise from the comments. Did I cut you off? Or is that
No,
okay, okay. Claudia, let's show this comment though. But I'm
Which
not
one?
sure if you're a basketball fan. Yeah, I got this. I'm not sure if you're a
All right.
basketball fan. Someone goes Blake
like
Griffin. Okay.
I am a Clippers fan. I don't
Okay.
know
You
if I should
are
used to,
okay.
Okay.
but Clippers is my team. So the homie Blake back in the olden days
Yeah, when he
Yes.
could still jump and dunk and
Love-
go
Love
over a
City.
car.
when he was a versatile man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, he
Exactly.
destroyed his knees, maybe because of too much jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah. There's the luck and of course the reverse for any professional athlete. As you
Yeah.
know,
Yep.
some guys will be able to reinvent their game. Yeah. And your sisters were saying in their Instagram account that this was called the Finterview. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that.
Finterview.
Yeah. So
This game. Yeah. I forgot
that
already
was
before the
that was
interview.
news to me.
All right. I'm
Oh,
That
like,
was
so
news to me.
cool.
okay. I wish they posted ahead
That
of
was an
me so
interesting
that
one.
I
That
could
was
put
a good. That's a good one.
the pun, right? So whoever did that, you can just go, oh, it was me. It was my fault why I did it. But let's take our halftime break. Finn, you can
You
grab a
should
glass of
copyright that
water or
Finterview.
something. Exactly, right? And we'll just have some messages from our partners, of course. And I got it.
Yep.
Oops. I took a picture, eh? So
Yeah, my bad.
remember the Globally Ballin Network again. Head to globallyballin.com for your original content. Do check out Globally Ballin on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. If you're listening on Spotify, just check out the link. And to those catching the replay, hello, of course, to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And us too, of course. WTHAW Podcast. That's where you can find us on our respective pages again: Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And if you're not catching this, of course, on audio or on Facebook, we are on YouTube, of course. So head to Globally Ballin and subscribe. Also, check out our sister shows. Sister shows, of course, are available on Spotify too. Perfect if you're on the go. About sister shows, we got Hang Time. Eliza Valdez, OMG. Wow, she was a guest there, of course. Big Philippine volleyball icon, chatting with Denise. And my titos, of course, to relive the golden days of Philippine hoops with Noel, Charlie, Sid, JPM. That's an eternity of basketball. And our many sponsors. Oh my gosh, look iba, may ibang logo. But we
There's
got
new
Chow,
ones. New
New
ones.
Era, in the Luban. I'll save them first. We got Judges, Cookie Chum, Aqua Flasks from Daily Ounce, and Chops to Go, by the way. They are in SM North EDSA, SM Bikutan, SM South Mall. Time out. Thank you, Aqua Flask and Daily Ounce. That's how we do. And we got Barrio Fiesta, of course, for your fantastic Filipino dishes. Do search them up for more information. For your Asian food, on the other hand, we got Fuji Mama, of course. So, Claudia, I think completo na. Our buffet is complete.
Yes.
And then we got Cuts Apparel too. Thank you very much for sorting us out for our uniforms. They got their biking polos. Cuts and Stallion too set us up for our Stallion jerseys, of course. As I showed them last time around with the McDaniel sisters. I just love wearing it, so it's not ready. Sorry. That's my workout shirt now. But all right. Let's get back to it. Ben, how did the halftime huddle go with your sisters? I'm just
They
Did
were
they
curious.
just-
say something in the back?
They
They
talking
threw a pair of
trash?
socks at me.
They throw a pair of socks.
I'm guessing that's Olivia because of the goalkeeper's arm.
Yeah, Chandler's not good with their arms.
Okay, right. And Chandler, of course, has to recover.
Yep.
We wish her a speedy recovery.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
all right, so let's go off the pitch. On the other hand, you have your hobbies. 3 things, I think, that stand out: shoes, anime, tattoos. Of
Woohoo!
course.
I like the third one. Sorry.
Exactly right. But that's a lot. So Finn, which one do you want to talk about first?
We could talk about whichever one you guys want. I'm fine with that.
Let's see.
The tattoos are best for last.
Yeah,
Anime, I'm not
leave
so.
the tattoos
yeah.
for last.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, we have something that the sister said too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anime. What shows are you into? Manny Odd is into Naruto. So what are you
Yeah,
into?
Naruto. So Naruto was my first ever anime when I was a kid. But my all-time favorite is one called Sword Art Online. Just basically these gamers get trapped in a video game, where if they die in the game, they die in real life.
Oh
So,
wow.
as a person that also likes the game on the side, I thought that was absolutely insane and awesome. So I had to watch it right away. And my dad also showed it to me during a rough time in my life. So that one got me through some tough times.
I think I
Oh,
remember this
anime.
movie.
Nice.
Yeah. No, you're like you're thrust into it, and if you really lose in the game, you're out for life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was watching something similar. But so, what do you do? Do you just pop up your laptop, and that's what you're doing if someone catches you on a flight, or are you
Yeah,
just
I mean,
snoozing?
you can ask any of my teammates. Half the time in my room in Cambodia, we were watching anime. Me and my roommate.
Who was your roommate? Who's your roommate?
Yeah, what's your
His name, he was Nathan Raza. He was on the reserves, but he was
Billy
a
Raza.
good player.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know. I think Quincy, they were playing PlayStation the other side. So it's you chilling, recovering, watching anime.
I was
That was your game.
very. It was either I was at lunch, I was doing recovery, I was sleeping, or I was watching anime. You could find me basically in my room all day.
Repeat watching anime. Repeat. The only
Yeah.
anime that I know, I'm not sure even if it's called anime. It's Pokemon. Is it anime?
That counts.
Eh,
That
It
counts.
counts.
Yeah, it counts. It counts.
That-
Yeah, Finn's like.
It depends.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends.
Yeah.
Some people
And then-
get fired about it. I don't have an opinion.
Yeah.
On that one.
Or Spirited Away. Have you heard of that? Spirited
Yeah,
Away?
that's one of the me and Chandler absolutely love that movie. It's one
Yeah,
of like
that's a
the
good
first
one.
movies we ever watched. We loved it.
Spirited Away. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So that's what you guys go for. But anything new as of late, or what you mentioned is that what you've been watching as of late?
I have like this giant 100 like different anime lists, so I just always tick them down, just going new by new. I just finished one called Guilty Crown. That was pretty good. So on to the next.
Okay.
I got to go through my list and decide which one's next.
Okay.
Yes.
So please allow us to declare you as like our anime consultant on who the heck are we?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
We normally have drafts. Oh, name your best 5, and no repeating of answers.
Yeah,
but
at first I was the big anime guy, but now I think Chandler and Olivia may have overtaken me. They watch 10 times more than I do, or they at one point they were. At one point.
Oh
they were.
gosh. You
Okay.
know,
I
here
was definitely
Finn,
I was definitely the one that initiated the anime noobs in the family household.
Okay. I hear that.
No.
Let's spark the
You
arguments.
don't count. Just go back to your Korean soap operas.
I was just gonna say.
No,
I was
just
just
go
gonna
back
say.
to your
You can show them if you want right now. Let's start the fight.
No, they're not. No, they can just. If they want to be in, they can come in.
Okay. If there's a will, there's a way. We'll leave that up to the McDaniel
Exactly.
family. I love it. Okay, but
God, I was
gonna
just gonna say.
go ahead.
Korean telenovela. If you got stuck here in the Philippines, you'll probably be loving.
I remember I was at the consulate when I was first ever getting my passport, and I was with my mom, and they had like a telenovela on, and I was watching it, and we got through like 6 episodes, and I was like, all right, I can back it.
Yeah, the Filipinos now as of late, they love their Korean novellas. Just spinning off since it was raised from anime, especially the titas of Manila. So your mom's typical. She'll blend in
Yeah.
right here when she comes back to Metro Manila. And Next Gen said, if Chandler and Olivia are both armies, are you one too? Because Olivia and Chandler were dancing after sealing World Cup qualification. Of course. Are you one too, or do you fight them and
I
say, what
can't
are you
say
doing?
that I'm an army, but for the sake of my for the sake of the girls, I'll listen to them, but I try not to listen to them all the time.
Oh,
there you go.
Olivia.
Get out of here.
There you go. I don't know about Deflin, okay, if you guys are pressuring him for anime, but
Yeah.
I can say
I'll
it.
listen,
Let it
but
come.
I don't absolutely love them.
Okay.
It's not my type of music.
So they said it's never been their type of music. Okay. But
Yeah.
I think there was a huge BTS concert in the SoFi
Yeah, they
Stadium.
went to one at
over
one
there.
point. I remember. I had.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know, a couple months ago. All I got
Yeah.
was like on my Snapchat family group chat just about 70 Snapchats just of that concert.
That's a
And,
lot, eh? That's a lot, eh?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Me and my dad were just me and my dad put that on mute until further notice.
Oh God.
That's a long 24 hours until that expires on Snapchat. Yeah.
Yeah.
My tita had a friend who flew in from Orlando to LA. And then
Oh
my tita
gosh.
drove that friend SoFi Stadium
To the
watch.
concert.
To the concert. And my tita
That's a little too
drove,
much.
and she's not a fan.
It's too
I'm like,
much. It's too much.
I
Yeah.
know, right? Hats off to you, tita. Yeah. I'm not. Tita. We're not doing that because, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really big Korean
Okay.
telenovela or those fans.
Yeah. But your buddy, I think this might be your fan, your friend next gen was saying, is it Inazuma 11? That might be an anime show. I'm not so
I think
sure.
it's an
I haven't heard
animation.
of that one. I'd have to take
Yeah.
a look at it.
Okay. Yes. But Finn, you know, in the coming months, we'll ask you for your top 5 recommendations. No draft, okay? Finn, just straight
Yeah.
up give your list. I'm stuck in Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Zoe.
Oh gosh, I'm
Yes.
stuck. I'm stuck in Pokemon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Add Digimon
Yeah.
to the list. You know, that's where I watched. That's what I watched during the pandemic. But all right, anime check. Finn, we'll come up with some homework. Now, the shoes. What is it? Are you a sneakerhead? You got Jordan.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you were at home, would your Jordans be behind you, like some of our guests?
Yeah,
Nice.
I mean, personally, I think Jordans and all that are cool, but if I was to pick my favorite shoe, it'd be the Nike Air Max 90. It's just it's actually just a family shoe. Like if someone doesn't have an Air Max 90 in our family, like it's hectic, it's riots.
Oh
But-
gosh, really?
Yeah, we're a big shoe family, so, but I'm a big sneakerhead. You can ask my mom. She's always in the mood to rip my head off at times because I buy too many shoes at one point.
I can
So I buy
imagine.
her a pair. I buy her a pair in return, so she doesn't get as mad.
Oh, there you go. That's the best.
Yeah.
That's
There
always
you
the
go.
best, right?
There you
Yeah.
go. Right.
Exactly.
Just make you happy, of course. You're not a McDaniel if you don't have your Air Maxes. I guess that's the
Exactly.
middle name of everyone in the family. So it's Griffin Connor Air Max McDaniel. Okay.
Basically, I mean, they might as well just change my middle name to that.
All right.
Air
Sign
Max.
them up. Sign them up. Nike. Okay. What else is in your collection? Is it just a bunch of different editions of the Air Max, or are you also
So,
copying your soccer
Air
boots?
Max,
What you
Air
got?
Forces, Jordan.
Oh, nice.
I have a pair of like the self-tying laces. A lot of Off-White and Travis Scott shoes. Yeah. I know.
I'm expecting to see a shoe flying right now. from
Yeah,
the screen,
I was
man.
just gonna say.
We're on vacation, so I didn't bring any of my special shoes.
Okay.
But you can ask you can ask Quincy next week what shoes I was wearing during the tournament, and they'll be like, oh wow. The whole team was like, why are you wearing those? And I was like, I need to break them in.
Yeah, you gotta.
Oh.
But
put
you
those
can
sneakers in.
ask Quincy about what shoes those were. when,
For soccer. Just
he
for
comes
soccer
on.
already. Or
No,
your
just
travel
for like
shoes?
just
Walking.
walking around the hotels.
Okay.
Nice.
Just casual.
Okay. Rocking the
Here's
hype
a-
beast game. Yeah. Or do you mind telling us about the shoes? And then let's get Quincy's reaction after, of course. I mean, the owner, of course, you have the right to break the news, right? Hey guys, this is my baby Air Max something, right?
So I actually
Before Quincy,
Oh, sorry.
There it is.
go ahead, Finn. Finn, you have the honor of saying it on air.
Quincy said, "Man pulled up with Dior Jordan 1s." Yeah, I pulled up with Jordan 1 Dior's.
Wow.
Man, Jordan already, and then it's already Dior. So like what they say when you're in the Philippines, Jordan na, Dior pa, right?
Yeah.
There's two. There's
I
two.
remember. Yeah, everyone was like, "Why are you wearing those?" And I was like, I have them. I've never worn them, so I figured I might as well wear them for this occasion."
I mean, make it count while you're overseas, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Look good in the gram. Look good in the gram.
Just one
you know?
picture. That's all you need. Yeah.
What is this, Quincy? This is another pair of shoes.
Yeah. I also wore Nike Sakai Fragments, which
Okay.
were released earlier on.
Mhm.
But
So
I
how
actually,
many-
my friend
ahead,
gave
sorry.
me my roommate gave me those ones just because he
Okay.
wanted more space in his bag. Uh,
Not loan. Finn, this is yours. Your roommate said that. Which roommate? In college or Azkals?
oh no, just my Nathan, the one in Cambodia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he didn't
So how
literally
many do you
give it.
fit? How many shoes do you bring when you
Um,
travel?
Or you got a
I try to
suitcase
bring
full of
like
them.
no, I wish, but I only ever bring like 2 to 4 pairs.
Okay.
Just like one's always running, and then the other 3 are always my nicer shoes that I want to wear out.
Fashion
Okay.
style, like when you go
Yeah.
out and all that.
Your
See,
streetwear.
I'm a firm believer that shoes make the outfit. Like you could wear a tablecloth, and if you have like amazing shoes on, people will notice the shoes first from the tablecloth.
If you go out with a tablecloth.
Yeah.
I'm about to reinvent my game now because
Oh
my
my
friends
God.
go,
I
you're
love
always
that.
wearing a soccer jersey and you're just wearing shorts. So I'm gonna up my shoe game right now.
Yeah,
You can
bring
ask-
up your sneaker game.
You can ask all of my teammates. The only thing I ever wear is Viore and Lululemon, which are athletic brands from here that I have like sponsorship deals with.
Cool. Wait, so you have deals?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So hence all the shoes.
Nah, not all the shoes.
A good amount
Just
on your
just the
collection.
just the clothing, yeah. just the
Clothing. Lululemon's clothing.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Lululemon
Yeah,
and
of
Viore
course.
athletic brands. Yeah.
That's what you got. Okay. So, there's Finn, maybe you can take notes away from this. There's a time I was sick and I was doing my thesis with my friends in school. I wasn't home. And my brother goes, "You're sick, Claro. You need anything? Just let me know. I can bring you anything. Except for Jordans." Went like that, by the way. So whenever someone in the family's sick or you're out, you need anything, I'll bring you anything except for shoes. Just put the disclaimer there. So someone might exploit, "Oh, hey, bring me shoes. You said you give me anything, right?" So be
Except for
careful.
Jordans.
Be careful. Except for Jordans or
Yeah.
except for shoes. Just mention it. All right. But I like this coming here from Next Gen.
Yes.
The most expensive shoe you bought. You don't have to bring up the amount. You can say
Give us a
Um,
name.
the name, the model.
Yeah, name.
Or is it the Jordans already?
That and
Quincy
then the
mentioned.
first ever pair I purchased, like my first ever huge purchase, like when I first started getting into shoes, I will say is the Off-White Air Max 90 from the 10s. They were about like 1800 US, and my mom wanted to absolutely rip my head off. And I was like, "Mom, this is like it's still to this day my favorite shoe of all time. I've only worn them like twice. Like I refuse to wear them because they're like my grail shoe. It's like my little baby."
Your little baby.
You got it in a glass case, right? Locked up, safe at home.
Yeah.
Okay, so $1,800, 90,000 pesos. Is my math right?
I think so.
Oh yeah, I did 50
So-
pesos a dollar. I did 50 pesos a dollar.
50,
18.
50,
Yeah.
yeah, 51, around 50. So
Yeah.
was that the time that your mom called you Griffin McDaniel? Getting
Griffin.
Griffin.
No,
About
that
this
was
small.
the time she was saying, "You're not my child. Get out of my house." Kind of vibe.
Maybe because it's not Air Max.
She's
Nah,
like, is she
I give my
there?
mom
Is she there?
I give my mom a hard time, but she's my mental rock when my dad's not here. My dad's my rock in the sense of all my decisions and like athletics, that kind of stuff, business. But my mom's literally my rock. Like
Awesome.
I would not do anything without her. I literally like I'm like a big crybaby at times, and I always go to her because I know I won't get the support I need from anyone else, including my sisters. My sisters
Alright.
will just say, "Go get away from me."
Are you getting ready for a sock to be thrown at you?
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
I'm getting ready to not get dinner right now.
Okay.
They're just gonna leave me.
Okay, I'll call up my family to help you out for tonight. Okay, so it ain't about all the shoes that you buy. At the end of the day, Mama got your back. We can say that, family. With shoes, I want to up my shoe game. Okay, I'll find a way to get those Marnie McFly shoes. I know those are hard to get.
Oh gosh.
I just love
Yeah,
them because
those
of
are
the movie.
something else right there.
Exactly.
Something else.
Yeah, they have the hyper dunk basketball version though, but it's not
Yeah.
that Marty McFly self-lacing hella high cut.
Yeah, just
Those
not the same.
self-lacing ones are
Exactly.
crazy.
Right? Yeah.
You have
We
them. You mentioned, yeah.
I have hyper adapts, so they're just like
Okay.
runners.
Right. Okay.
But
Okay.
I rarely use them.
Okay. So let's stick to the theme. Hold up, Quincy. Cop Garden. Okay. Got you there. I'm gonna update you guys. Finn, I might need your help with this after the show.
Are you
Okay, if
waiting
that's
for-
cool.
I'm gonna throw something at you. I can see your eye.
Okay. All right. But that's with the shoes, okay? So we ended it right there. At the end of the day, Mama got your back despite all the shoes. Despite having more shoes than the number of feet that we have, okay? We used to get shade for that too.
Yes.
You know, we had all the
Yeah.
basketball shoes piled up back in the day with my brothers and I. Let's get with the tattoos. Chandler and Olivia were saying, okay, Finn gets the tattoos and then he comes home with more, and then our mom's like, pissed off. So can you tell us about this? So it's the shoes, it's the tattoos. But again, at the end of the day, Mama still got your back even with the tattoo
Yes.
sleeve. But tell us about your
Yeah.
tattoos. There's always
So
a special meaning, as we know. And let's get on to you, Claudia, the tattoo
yeah.
analyst.
So
That's my realm right there.
they've never really been firm believers in their children getting tattoos, but I said I'm 18. You can kick me out of the house, I guess. No, I'm kidding.
Exactly.
My last tattoo, though, when I came back home, I literally put my mother in tears. So I made a promise that I wouldn't get a tattoo when I went back.
Uh,
Oh, I'm sorry. No, she said I can get a tattoo if it's like a memento of her. That's
Oh,
like
okay, there you
only
go.
her. So,
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then I didn't get one because I didn't want to make you cry again, Mom.
Sorry, Tita. I'm sorry. I haven't met you yet.
Yeah, you got a dub. What do you want from me? Yeah.
And you know, Finn's flying out soon, so he's gonna be tatted up all the way.
No,
Yeah.
nothing up here.
Nothing on the neck.
Nothing up the neck. Okay.
Nothing
This
on
is-
the hand, nothing on the neck, nothing on the face.
Okay. Before we
Yeah,
get
yeah,
onto
that's a promise I made. I'll get them everywhere else except for those areas.
okay, before we get onto you
Oh,
showing
and
your tattoos,
no leg tattoos. My dad
No
doesn't
leg
agree with
tattoos.
leg tattoos.
Oh, you can cover up with the soccer socks. Though.
Yeah, no, but it's just like a family thing. I can't do it.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
They're gonna remove Air Max from your middle name if you get a tattoo on your leg. So got you there. So about
Yeah.
the tattoos, you know, I had a friend. He said, you know, Clara, my kuya came home one day and he goes, "Mom, I got a tattoo." And like, why did you get one? You know, you're not supposed to. This and that. A traditional Filipino family, because they grew up here in the Philippines, Metro Manila. And he goes, but he lifts his sleeve and he goes, "But Mom, the tattoo's your name." And she goes, "Oh, anak, thank you
Oops.
so much. I love you." And she's like,
Yeah.
"Okay, thank you so much." So there you go. You can make it your mom's name. Exactly.
Yeah.
Problem
Yeah.
solved.
All my tattoos though are based around like stuff I've like firmly believed in and gone through with my family. So
You want to
um,
show us? Yeah. What was your
so-
first tattoo? Yeah.
this right here was
Let's
my
let's
first
full screen
tattoo.
you.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
Corinthians.
Alright.
Yeah.
This-
Yeah. Okay.
So this was like this tattoo. My dad would always say that to my team before we went into our games back at Corinthians. It's be courageous, be strong, be men. So he just that tattoo meant a lot to me because it was something that he always said to us playing wise.
Nice.
Then my next one is the lion, which is always hungry, always running.
Yep.
And that one was an inspirational quote that me and my dad got because lions are for me specifically, lions are like the pinnacle of like what you should try and be in life. Like they're hunters. They want to win. They want to eat. Like if they don't keep hunting, they don't survive. So in the world, you're always going to take punishment. You're always going to be doing stuff like that.
It's
And
right.
if you want to pursue your goals, you always have to want more. You always have to keep moving. So that quote and the animal mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
I got
Okay.
this one after SEA Games. This is
Ooh,
David and Goliath. Sword and
The
sling.
the sling.
So another one. It's one of my favorite Bible stories because one,
Yeah.
you symbolize David's sling for. It wasn't anything special, but he put his
Yes.
trust in the Lord, and it conquered a giant. And then the sword up it represents all the sin of the world and how David was still able to lift it up and take out the evil in the world. So there's that.
classic story they always teach us in school, right in the beginning in
Yeah.
prep. So that's a perfect way.
Yes.
Of course.
So as you can also see, religion is very important to me. I'm
I was just
very
gonna say.
firm
Yeah.
believer
Definitely.
in Christ.
Right.
And then the
Yeah.
last one I have is that,
The
which
doves,
is
and the
6
crucifix.
doves and a compass
No.
with
Yeah.
three
Three
crosses.
crosses.
Each
Yeah.
dove represents a member of my family
Oh,
because
nice.
they're pure and they're always guiding me towards faith.
Nice. So your faith in your family is very strong.
Yes,
I can see.
Mhm.
we are very like our Christianity is very important to us. So
Mhm.
we are very firm believers in Christ.
Yeah.
That's
With
great.
the tattoos, do you do it to show yourself a reminder, or you do it to show people what you stand up for? What's like going through your head with the tattoos of getting something like that to
I think it's a little bit of
It's
both.
both. It's
I've
both.
always one. I mean, when I first wanted Evergreen, I was like, oh, it's gonna be cool, but it's
Yeah.
something that represents like my life, something
Yeah.
I've always went through. They're
Uh-oh.
whispering.
Are, are they teaching you to say
I
something?
don't know, but it was I just always liked the idea of representing like who I am as a person and
Yeah.
what I support. So I think tattoos should always have a story behind them. So
Of course.
that's what I believe in them.
Yes, and
Yeah.
that's why
I agree with
Quincy's
that
into
too.
tattoos. Quincy's godfather is a tattoo artist in
Yeah,
Amsterdam back home.
we always talk about tattoos, me and Quincy.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
He's always sending me tattoo artists on the side. That's why he's telling me he's bringing me along for the next one.
He can design yours. He said he designs his.
No,
Yeah.
he's not designing mine.
Okay, okay.
I don't
Maybe
trust
But
him.
to answer your question too, Clara, I think I'm the same. It's a reminder of both.
same
You know.
Yeah.
reminder
Yeah.
and show it to the
So
people. I stand up for this. I stand up for
yeah,
that.
because
This-
because I'm also of a person with faith, right? So
Yeah.
I'm a person of faith, and I'm. This is one that's what. Can you see it?
Let's
There.
make the stream bigger.
It's like
There you
a.
go.
Means joy comes in the morning. Weeping may come at night, but joy comes in the morning. So
Mhm.
every time we go through trials, we just say, "Oh yeah,
Mhm.
this is just temporary," because the joy will come in the morning, and it's a good reminder. So to answer your question, Claudia, I think Finn would probably agree with me. It's really just to help us get motivated, encourage us, be strong, be courageous, and all that. Are you waiting for a sock to be thrown at you?
They're just
Oh,
whispering, and I can
I'm
hear
gonna
them.
I'm gonna save I'm gonna
They're just
save Finn
laughing at
now.
me.
If you want Finn, if you want to talk about your new design in mind, you can do it here on air. They won't attack you. You're in the cover of social
Honestly,
of being on air.
I'm still in the I don't want to make my mom cry phase. So,
Okay.
but I know in the future that the two that are really important to me is the Philippine sun and the American flag because those are two very important aspects of my life. Everyone always Quincy especially always says, why didn't you get the Philippine sun first? Why didn't you do this? I was like, well, I had to do what was most important, which was Christianity and my family.
Yeah.
But now I have to do the two other important things in my life is my life in America, which has given me so many opportunities,
Mhm.
and being Filipino, showing that
Yeah.
puso.
Puso. Puso,
Okay.
Pilipinas.
And
Yes.
Quincy has the sun already.
Yeah,
And
he
I
does.
saw it
Yeah.
in person when we met up, and I was like, "Whoa, man, this looks a lot different and more sick in person." And here he says it, copycat.
He's the one that told me that he's the one that yelled at me for not having it. So he can. I don't know what he's saying.
Quincy, let's get something new for Finn, of course, with tattoo design. Maybe we can add a haircut too at Quincy's barbershop. I'll be up
Yeah,
for that too.
this is from him. This is
Nice,
from him
Nice.
from
There you go.
nice,
the games.
nice. Okay,
Or you could
Yeah,
put
it's a-
Jeremiah 29:11. That's one of
Yeah.
I think
that's
one of-
yours. Is that your verse?
That's my
Is that
life
Quincy?
verse. One of my life
Okay.
verses. That
Okay.
and Joshua 1:9. So
Mhm.
because it really shows you that your faith should really just be with the Lord, and everything else will be fine.
And
So,
that's you putting it there to show the people, of course. And
yeah. I don't have
again,
I don't have the
reminders, right?
verses here. I don't have the
Okay.
verses, but I have more of the words.
Mhm.
And then when people ask, right, Finn, I'm sure what that mean, and then that's when you explain um, where it came from, and then of course the gospel of truth, right? So good. I love your tattoos.
Mhm. Okay, so that's the tattoos checked right there. I really love this thing of the, let's just say, the traditional and the modern style. With Filipinos sometimes the tattoos are like no, right? As we told you with certain stories, and
Right.
I don't know, Finn, would your mom say this? Like, I'd forget certain things growing up, and my mom goes, "To make you remember, am I gonna have to make that a tattoo on yourself so that it's there?" Of course, but this is of course
Yeah.
when I'm already angering my parents. So I don't know if your mom gets it in that way with being traditional and telling you not to do the tattoos, right? But
Yeah,
it's yep.
it was back and forth. They never gave me hassle. There was never like an issue until I got one. So when I got one, then it was more of a stop getting them.
But it's addicting.
Sadly, it is.
you other
Very
guests say it's addicting for
It's
some
very
reason. Yeah,
addicting. Yeah.
yeah,
Very addicting.
exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
So I love this conversation on tattoos, and it's great Quincy joined us too, of course. But let's get to it, Quinn. Quote unquote surprise. Not that, but we got this. So we got a video. It's you. You're winning penalty. I think only Olivia can save that, or you will make a case and say no. Top corner.
Eh.
You got it.
To
But
be honest, I
yeah.
I usually pretty good. I'm usually pretty good at penalties. I usually practice them all the time. Being honest with you, that was not my best penalty at all. That was
It hit the crossbar and then
hit the
went through the
crossbar,
roof.
went
Yeah.
in.
yeah.
I was dealing with honestly. The only I took one because I always do penalties. It's something I've always been confident in. I didn't think it was a great penalty, Dad. But I remember because I was that last game actually I had a very bad calf injury. They were just some unfortunate tackles that really affected me. So I remember like I couldn't move. I couldn't move, but I was yelling at my staff. I'm taking a penalty. Like you're not taking me out of this game. And you can ask Coach Ernie. He was crying about it. He's a little baby, but we let him take it. And I was like, oh. But
Coach Ernie stuff love, you know.
there was no way I wasn't gonna take it. I figured I had to redeem myself for the previous game.
Yes.
For missing that 1v1, and Quincy did a very well job done in that. He still every time I see him, he just has to harass me about it, but it's fine. As a professional, you're not always going to make every important shot. That's the thing that you got to realize. It's about how you bounce back. And at first, I won't lie to you, it was really tough. I was very, very hurt and disappointed in myself for missing that 1v1 chance. So I figured the least I can do is get my team the bronze, the third medal, finish that penalty off, and keep going. And now, hopefully, this season we can start scoring some goals, show you guys who I really am as a player.
Of course. Yeah.
Love it.
You have chances to potentially go against Quincy again. And good luck to the two of you. And we'll give you a chance to poke fun at Quincy too. If ever you're in the winning side. Because thankfully Quincy's friends with us, of course. So we'll give you a chance. If you guys, I want to come back. I want to poke fun at Quincy.
Me and Quincy are really good friends too. So
exactly. I love it. I love it.
It's a good little healthy banter. It's nothing that it's at the time, I'm more disappointed in myself and mad at anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a good reminder. It's a good reminder for myself that things happen. The best players in the world always miss chances. It's not uncommon. Mm-hmm. So it's just about how you pick yourself up and start moving again.
Dust it off.
And we know you could have read that situation better, of course.
Yeah.
And you know that, of course. And of course, hats off to Quincy because we know that he's a top keeper. But let's put it again and go through it, of course. Can you walk us through the penalty again? And we own the footage.
That's good. Right. So I usually go, that's my dominant side. It was a little more centered than I wanted, but all the penalties were on the ground. They were low, so I figured hit it high. I know he's going to go. I know he's going to pick a corner but stay low, so I figured going high was the best option. I hit the crossbar, so that was scary, but I was confident when I went up. I knew for a fact I was not going to miss a penalty. Like in my career of playing, I don't recall many times I've missed a penalty. All the penalties I've taken, I think maybe 1, 2 max in my career. So
okay, yeah. And I think after you were pointing, were you saying this was my house or something like that?
They were saying as soon as we made the save and I was walking up, A lot of their players were just saying, "Oh, you're gonna miss." Like it's going right to hand. So as soon as I made it, I looked at them and said, "What's up?"
It's
Were you really saying what's up, or were you
I was
saying
saying
something that can't be
I
said on
didn't.
air?
I actually didn't say anything. I just pointed at them, pointed down, said, "It's my time. It's me."
That's
But-
good. It's my time.
Great stuff.
I mean, it was tough because it was a very good achievement for Stallion to
Yeah.
come in third after a really rough season prior.
Yeah.
However, it was tough for me especially because I always want more. I wanted to be in that final spot. So
Right.
hopefully redemption's in play this year for me and for Stallion.
Of course.
With a
and we
very
look forward to it.
strong squad building
Yep.
as well right now. Some fun new surprises coming in for Stallion as usual.
And what's your outlook? Of course, you're gonna fly in. I guess the team's been talking online at the least. There was the great momentum with bronze. So what's your outlook for this upcoming Copa that's starting soon?
It's the same as since I've been here. There's only one goal in mind. Our goal is win Copa, win in league. It's a winning mentality. The mentality has been growing. The style of play has been growing. Everything's been changing. So I think this is a year that Stallion will be a contender again. I'll put money on it.
Here you go. Love it.
And I might add a McDaniel Stallion jersey to the back of my collection. Okay.
Yeah,
I got a blank one that the sisters that we showed in the sisters episode. But Claudia, anything you'd like to ask about the Copa before we go with the quick fire?
No, we're pretty excited to have you watch football again live. I think by this time, when you guys start playing, I think fans will be able to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike last time where it was a semi-bubble, you know.
And this is gonna be the longest tournament in the pandemic. Everyone's gonna play each other once, I believe, with how the schedule was released before heading off to the knockout. So it's great seeing teams all get to play each other again.
Yes.
You know, we're getting like an appetizer for the league, of course.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
And it's great.
I'm really excited for this season. I'm really happy that the league's been able to push through and keep it advancing throughout the past 2 years. So I'm really excited to finally have a full season for myself and actually have multiple games to prove myself each game.
Right, because the recent seasons were all sprints, as we know. So of course things get a lot different when it starts to get to a bit of the endurance or in between of the two. Yeah. So I think let's wrap it up there with just the conversation. Let's get with the quick fire round.
Yes.
Similar to the sisters.
Because what we had.
Let's face it, I just threw away my other ideas because I said I'll find a way to get you and the sisters together.
We need the three together, like three.
I'll let you do the sibling war on the show because it'll be cool, I think. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
But all right, let's get on to it.
The
I can just run through it, right, Claudia?
Yeah.
You can bring in your side.
I can bring the first one.
Yeah. Go ahead. Alternate.
All right. So we asked your sisters.
Yep. I made a special one just for the McDaniels. I don't give this round to everyone.
Okay, yeah. Balot or Adidas? Chicken feet.
Chicken feet. Don't say Nike. It's not there.
Chicken feet
Balot.
or Balot? Balot.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I got the next one. Ube or mango?
Ube.
Ube. Okay. So that's 3 for 3 with this McDaniel siblings.
Yes, actually.
Next one.
Next one. Palawan or Boracay?
Boracay.
Okay.
Nice.
Another one. Yeah. Boracay is always the good starter again, as I tell everyone. And then Palawan's also great.
I've only ever been in Manila. Everyone else in the family has explored more than just, Manila. I've only ever been in Manila. I'm only there for business and then I go home. So maybe this time around I can finally vacation a little after season.
It's only like an hour away. Palawan, Boracay.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one. The one thing to bring home to the USA from the Philippines. And you don't have to worry about putting it in your bag or in the airplane.
Oh, that's easy.
Or even the ship.
Tell them.
Hey, can we have some? I saw the two girls have some. Eh?
Yeah,
I'm a
it's
corned
our
beef free
fam-
agent. Just saying.
It's
Telemundo,
good
man.
corned beef, right? It's awesome.
I didn't know what corned beef was at one point, and then they brought it back after a wedding, and I was like, "What is this?" And I had it. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Even my college roommates stole it from my cabin. I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" I was like, "You better be paying for that if you're taking it."
I know, right? Do you have the cost in pesos? Double it in dollars. You're good. I mean, you can
Exactly.
triple
No,
it.
it's you can't find it anywhere. That's why.
Exactly.
What
Wait,
flavors have you tried?
Um, I've tried basically all of them. My favorite's the
Garlic?
yeah,
I'm
the
the
garlic.
it's
It's
like
just the
garlic
classic.
ranch,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
the garlic ranch is
it's just
amazing.
the classic one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my go-to. And this is your tita again, the makapuno ball. So Finn, you're the next man up. I think you're the first to come to the Philippines. So there you
Yep.
go. Claudia, does her sponsor have that? Let's set up the McDaniels.
We're trying to
I'm not
get
so sure.
Telemundo as our sponsor.
I know you. I don't know. Barrio has makapuno in the roster of
Barrio
food.
Fiesta. Okay, in
Yes.
Barrio Fiesta, they do have crispy pata and kare kare. There you go.
Okay.
So we
They
can
got that,
hook
of
you guys
course.
up when you come here.
Okay.
Sweet.
Let's
Wow,
take a look at
Barrio
that.
Fiesta.
Okay.
My next one.
You want to do
Oh
the last
God.
one? Let's wrap up. If
Yes, a last
you want
one.
to add to
So,
Boracay,
if you want to add to a Boracay, a place that you would like to visit when you're here next in the Philippines, aside from
Um,
Boracay and Palawan.
Davao.
let's yeah.
It's where my grandparents are from. So I'd love to actually be able to spend time with them in the Philippines when I'm there.
Okay.
Boracay.
I think
Davao.
Davao. Yeah.
Would you eat
so.
durian?
Oh right, we asked about Durian. Okay, Olivia, check. Chandler, X, Finn. Do you mind filling in the
Durian.
blank? Durian, yes or no?
Mm, I'll do it for the culture, of course.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll say yes.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good.
Even though I am a picky eater, you can ask everyone else.
No, but you're just gonna try it just for saying you did it. But after, are you like, okay, man, I'm
Yeah.
going for this, or are you like, okay, no more? Are you gonna look for it in that aspect?
Yeah, only if people like come up to me. That's the only one. If not, I'm
Okay.
not gonna go out of my. I won't go out of my way to eat it. That's for sure. That's a no.
Okay. I think you. Let's safely say you're in the team Chandler side of Durian.
Yeah,
With the
probably.
guess.
Yeah.
I think your mom is with Olivia, and then Enrique, who joined us as our host last time, is with Olivia also. And then he said to add cream on top. If that
Yeah,
helps
I know.
you.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And then there's
Just
durian ice cream,
your
of
nose.
course.
Yeah.
But it's a delicacy. But I think that does it, Finn.
Yep.
We want to give you the floor. First question: do you have a fan club? You can greet them, and then you can invite people to support you, Stallion, and Philippine football. You can thank them for the support as of late. You've been a Philippines Youth International since 2019, of course. It's been some time already. It's been great. So the floor is yours.
Yeah. I just want to thank my family and friends. They've always supported me. They've. What are you laughing at over there? They've always supported me through everything. Especially my family. They've sacrificed so much to give me these opportunities. So I'm always grateful to say my family has given me everything. I like to thank the Lord as well for all my opportunities. I wouldn't be here without them. So I just want to say thank you to them. And for any of you new watching, I just want to say that I'm really proud to have you guys watching. I'm proud to represent the country. Hope I can keep making you proud, and hope I can prove myself to you even more.
Fantastic stuff. Hey Chandler, how's it going?
Hey, Chandler. How's
okay.
how's the Telemundo package?
How's the
Exactly.
Telemundo, Chandler? That's what they're
Set us
asking.
up. Set us up. I'm a corned beef free agent back home.
My Deli Mundo tastes amazing. Thank you. I've eaten 5
That's facts.
I've never seen canned goods that huge. When I think Chandler and Olivia posted a picture, I'm like,
Yeah,
damn.
I saw that at our house, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Right?
No,
I
they had
mean,
that.
It's
everything's much bigger in the USA, right? But I didn't expect that in the
Yeah.
Philippines. Yeah.
That was a different kind of sizing over there.
Exactly. Right. Sorry,
I
real
was
quick.
surprised myself.
Go ahead. Yeah,
No, I was
I've never
surprised
seen.
myself. Yeah.
I've never seen the extra, a lot of extra large.
Yeah,
size of
that was
Del Mundo,
that was
of course.
intense. I will say that was Never seen that before in my life.
Yeah, I won't be surprised if that's gone in one sitting for your family, of course. You love your corned beef. I want to ask real quick. Sorry, I forgot. In and Out, Chick-fil-A, or Shake Shack? Which one?
Ooh.
Oh,
Or
In
can
and
you
Out.
rank them?
You can
Okay.
In and Out. In and Out, Shake Shack, Chick-fil-A. You're gonna ask my whole family. Whenever they want Chick-fil-A, I strongly disagree. I do not like Chick-fil-A. It's because my college had Chick-fil-A like on campus, so like everyone always wanted it. So I just got so sick of it that like I do not. Every time I have it now, I can't do it.
Okay. If you don't want it, just set me up. We don't have that back home, and
Yeah,
I'm dying
sure,
for it.
for
I'm
sure.
dying for it. It's been 3 years since salvation. Yeah,
I don't eat fast food, so I'm not missing out on
I think you're
I'm
missing out, but I respect your stance, as you know.
15 years, almost 15 years with no fast food.
That's impressive. I don't think I do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
As soon as I get home, it's eating frenzies.
Do you eat in Jollibee?
I do. I like
Jollibee.
Jollibee.
You like Jollibee? Okay.
There's
Speaking
not a
of-
lot in
chicken.
my area back at home. Like you gotta drive like 30, 40 minutes. So, but it's Jollibee. It's a classic.
Yes.
Of course. And when you're there, you don't. But also with fast food, you don't get your McDonald's Pinoy style spaghetti. Also, it's only here. It's only here.
No,
Of
you're
course. Well, I
gonna
don't-
you're gonna ask. I always go through I get deprived of my Mexican food. It's the best food ever. Like, a burrito, tacos, a torta. Like that's it. That's my life right there. Every
Ooh,
chance
we're
I
gonna have
get.
to bring you. We're gonna
We're
bring
gonna
you
have
to.
to-
We're gonna have
we're
to bring
bringing
you.
you. Yeah, we went to a Mexican place with Quincy last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
you can't beat it. You just can't beat it.
We'll bring you there. We'll bring you to El Chupacabra.
Chihuahua.
No,
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
Ala,
Yeah.
wrong brand. Patay
Wrong
ka.
brand. I can
Patay.
bring you there. Then
Wrong
both
brand.
of them are my friends. So
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, we'll bring. That's where we went last time. I don't know if
Sweet.
it's like how they do Mexican food back in the US, of course, but I'm happy
yeah.
with the quality. It's just in Greenbelt. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the In and Out, it's just real quick. When I was in the States, my lola's just like, oh, In and Out's over there. And it jokes on me because apparently I'm going to In and Out in UC Irvine, which is such a good school. And
Yeah,
then
Irvine's a good school.
Jessica's like, see, now you know. Like, my lola's just In and Out's over there. I'm like, okay, sorry, I didn't know. I was done with school, but I think that does it for this episode. It was a lot of fun. We had our extra kwentuhan that wasn't planned. Throw away the other script. Come on, let's do Keeping Up with the McDaniels later in the year.
yes, later in the year we'll have you
Yeah.
three.
We'll make arrangements. Hopefully it works out. But I think, Finn, that does it. Thanks a lot for your time. We'll just put you backstage and we're going to wrap up the episode. I hope that's
Thank
cool
you
with you.
so much.
And
Good. Thanks for
we-
having me.
we hope
Thanks,
you had
Finn.
as much fun as we did. We had a blast. And to our listeners, too, of course, thanks for sticking by in the middle of a work day. So put you backstage. All right. This is great. Threw away the script, and we
Well, we
went
did
at
follow it
right there.
until we went to the tattoos. I love that.
I love it. And you see the support in the banter, the McDaniels throwing shade at Finn, but we know that they're just messing around, as we all do, with our own siblings. And I
Yes.
cannot wait for the Copa Paulino Alcantara. I hope fans get to make it to the game, of course.
Yeah, I hope they get to
the
watch.
games.
It's good-
It'll be
it's
big
fun, yeah.
for a lot.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, yes.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope people get to watch like football nowadays. I mean, people could watch in basketball. I'm sure they could watch in an open space, right? It's not indoors.
That's what you
Right?
call al fresco, outdoors.
Yeah, it's
Safer
al
than
fresco.
indoor sports, right?
And I can't wait again for Finn to come back and for the Stallions to make waves in the Copa. So thank you so much for Finn, and I can't wait for the three of them to be in our show soon.
Oh boy, yeah, I got my boxing bell ready for that. Yeah, and they love their corned beef, right? So I know the corned beef's all the way in the States, but McDaniel family can set us up. Again, I keep telling you, I'm a free agent. Lolimondo,
Oof,
we're gonna tag
I
you.
love them. I love them. I love them.
Exactly, right? But I think that does it, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Clara Manzano here in behalf of Claudia Perrine. No more episode later, guys.
Yes.
I don't know. We can't do 2 episodes in one day. What
No.
the heck, right?
We did one
Already-
after the other, like the night and then the morning. But
I know, right? Don't ask how much sleep I got, but that was fun. But anyway, guys, Clara Manzano here in behalf of Claudia Perrine, episode 89 with Finn McDaniel. Tattoo, sneakers. What else? Anime in the books.
Anime. Anyway.
And we are out. Catch you next week. Peace.